Hi, everybody. Welcome. My name is Teri, and these are my great friends, Diana Bowles, oil painter, who is 501 subscribers today. Yay!
Congratulations, Diana.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And Kelly Healer is here tonight. And my name's Teri, and Aley is not going to be with us tonight. She is not feeling well. So we're all kind of taking turns, it feels like, to go through this little bug that's going around and other stuff that keeps going around. So
Right? It does. It's just like it's making its rounds.
It really is. So I just want to say hi to everybody coming in. And if anybody is not subscribed to Diana, go subscribe to Diana at Oil Painter. And she is an amazing psychic and intuitive and healer. And you're going to get what you came for.
Yeah. Thank you. And I curtsy to my co-hosts here.
Oh. We love you, honey. We love you.
I love you guys too.
And I love you. And Edward just said you're at 504.
Oh, there we go.
Thank you. Thank you who joined up. Thank you.
Yay. Yeah. So Sun Psychic Jean, hello, my friend. How are you tonight? We have we're taking dreams, everybody, and I've already got several up here. Brina, I've got you. Thank you very much. Annie Bear, what's cooking? Sunshine. Annie was on my show yesterday. We do a show together on every other Monday.
That was fabulous.
Yeah, she's so amazing. Oh my God. Annie Bear's talking about the Fabulous Five. I love them so much. Yeah. I think that is that the guys that do the when they redo your room and your house and everything about you. Is that the Fab Five?
I don't know. I've heard of them, but I've never watched them.
Oh, it's the best show ever. They've been to Kansas City twice, and I've met one of them. Well, I smiled at him. That means I met him.
Yeah,
he'll remember me.
His name. I'm sure he remembers you.
I was like, ooh. My face was hanging open, and he looked at me and he smiled.
And he says yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's who I thought it was. Froxy Roxy, what's cooking? Hi, Diana. Love the picture. He is so majestic. James Spear. Hello, Charlie. How are you? People coming in from all over the world tonight. So lots of love. Wisdom Lightkeeper. Debbie 3 Shifting Veils. We have your dream as well. Thank you, ma'am. Mary Thornberry. Akila's making the rounds. That's another show to go subscribe to, everybody. She's amazing. So really talented. I think, yeah, Akila, weren't you just on with Aley? So we still have to set something up, and we haven't yet. So Tinkerbell, hello. Edward, hello, sir. Debbie, hello. Linda Bishop, Liz. Okay, now we're getting a lot. Okay, we've got 55 in, so I won't spend all your time. Queer Eye, thank you. That's it, Vicky Howe. It is the best show ever. They are dynamite, those young men. And now there's major heartthrob on that because the guy, he was Oprah's interior designer for a long time.
Nate.
What's his name? Nate Burkus.
Yes.
His husband is on, and his husband is Hubba Hubba.
Oh, Nate was pretty hubba hubba.
Well, Nate is very Hubba Hubba.
Yeah.
Hi, Kumo. How are you, Diane? Okay. And I'm just checking out to make sure I've got everybody's stuff done here. The stuff done. Oh, and Healing is by Donna Marie. Yeah. So Annie Bear's talking about this woman. I gotta have her on and talk to her. She sounds amazing. Yeah. And Maureen, hello. And Diana, we got to get our stuff together too again.
Yeah, it's been a while. And Kelly, you and me too. Before I go on, take a little break because let me announce March 5th, for anybody who doesn't know, I'm going bionic. For real.
Yeah. Yeah. And
So happy.
I know we're and can we say that what you're doing?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
I'm getting a hip replacement, and can't wait to get back to the yoga mat. Dying.
Yeah.
Can't wait to take a real walk.
And you were talking about you can't wait to get up off the floor without doing down dog.
Yeah,
The way
right.
that's the way I get off the floor every time.
Right.
And I do yoga. So.
But I've never had to go so often through a down dog.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I'm one of those who hops without touching anything, you know? My feet go between my hands and standing split, legs straight up in the air. Oh my God. I don't know that will ever happen again.
Yeah.
Bound turtle. Some of my favorite poses, I'm not sure I'll be able to do anymore, but we'll see how long it takes me to get back there. Hello, Peter.
Oh, Peter, I am so sorry. And I'm with you. I'm with you, Peter. I have got bronchitis too. And I've been to urgent care, I think 3 times. So, I mean, if you need to see the doctor, I keep getting IVs of antibiotics. You really, really, really take care of yourself. But we will be sending you healing too, because it takes a while to shake it. And I find as we get older, it's just harder and harder to shake it. So yeah, you'll be in our prayers too.
Yeah, definitely in our prayers, Peter. And the other thing is that only in California does your doctor offer to give you this IV with all these infusions. My doctor never thinks to offer me that. Does anybody else? I think
really?
California is really a step up in healthcare and wellness. I really feel like.
Well, and it sounds so lavish, but my doctor, you know what she did? She's like, I will do an IV for you with antibiotics, steroid, and vitamins for $100.
Mm.
Oh, I'm writing this down. I'm coming over, but I'm writing down the word lavish. Oh my God. I love that word, and I've written it down so we don't forget to use it. It has been so long since I've heard somebody use that word.
Yeah.
I didn't know that though, Teri. That's very interesting.
Yeah. Vicky's doesn't either, right? Yeah.
Could
they never offered that to me.
Right? Could it be the progressiveness of the state where you live and the great governor that you have?
Well, yeah. Yeah. And for a while there, we had you'd go into a bar and they'd have the breathing bar where you could get the oxygen.
Yeah, right.
With the thyme or cinnamon or whatever in it. So it was, and you could just puff away on that. And that was lovely. That was really lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Pamela's having trouble with video loading. Pamela, leave and come back. Get out of all your stuff.
Or maybe reboot.
Yeah, reboot. Is that the same thing? I didn't even know. So
I think it is different because I had to reboot my computer before because I was having trouble. And so I think it is. I think going out and coming back, I mean, we'll probably do it, but sometimes I'm guilty. I don't reboot my computer very often. And Tim told me I should be really doing it like maybe every couple of weeks or a month. And
yeah.
That's to shut it off.
Yeah.
Shut it off and then turn it back on.
Yeah. I reboot is the whole computer restart. Yes, Pamela says. Thank you, Pamela. We need you. We need you and we need an IV. All right. This is enough nonsense, ladies. Let's get started here. So Debbie 3 Shifting Veils, our lovely friend. I was getting supplies ready for a celebration. I had a large bag filled with rum and some kind of mix with little bottles. I had all kinds of honey, nuts, and sweets with cute gift bags. Okay, next. Strangely, I was at some kind of workplace. My friend had some sort of stuff that I needed, and I was trying to figure out how to leave for her house to get back and make everything and be prepared without missing work. Then my friend informed me that she couldn't be home to let me in. I kept trying to figure out logistics. However, I just started accepting that I may have to do with what I carried in or be a day late for getting everyone their celebration packages, therefore extending the celebration. I love that. I love that, Debbie.
I do too.
Wow. You made it bigger.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, fresh off the Akashic show comes, you're leaning into it. You're trusting your intuition. As just, well, why not? Why stress?
I really feel, Debbie, that you are in need of some celebration and some fun. The friend not being there to let you in, I wonder if maybe that isn't a little bit of just maybe needing some extra support and maybe needs not being met. But I love the idea. I love the dream of celebration, because I do think that you need that. I pulled some cards, and I got practice freedom, release any weight of judgment. So if there's any judgment, which there maybe could have been in the dream, because you were trying to plan this big party, and it wasn't maybe going exactly as you were planning. And then I got flow, just to remember to go with the flow. And then I got compassion. Remember to give yourself some compassion.
Love that. What about you, Diana?
Well, I got that you were, it was the 4C, the spiraling up and down, up and down. So you were able to foresee your own solution. And I have to get one more card out of here. Let me just cut the deck. Come on, Woody. Stuck together. You were leaning into it. Sorry, your own superpower. You knew that you could do this in spite of thinking you need reinforcements, right? The reinforcements weren't working out for you. You leaned into it. You took care of it on your own. And people are ready to accept that.
Yeah. It feels the celebration because of what she was putting together with the rum and the honey and the nuts and the sweets. Feels like Beltane to me.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah. Oh, sure.
Right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Well,
do you want to explain Beltane to everybody, Diana?
Yeah.
So they can...
Beltane. Well, also Imbolc, because we are coming into Imbolc, which is the lambing, the sheep. Imbolc is about the milk of the sheep, and that this is the time of the year that they start giving that. So February 1st is that date. It's that St. Bridget's Day. And so when we go on to Beltane, things are going to get sweeter. We're going to use the mead from last year and be the honey from last year and make a mead and start drinking that. But in this, like, we're also going into Mardi Gras, and we got to eat our sweets before we go into Lent and get our ashes on our forehead and right. Do all of our depraved little things, drink ourselves silly and eat all the chocolate in the world kind of stuff. So everything is cyclical, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it really is. I got an email too from a group that I'm involved in, and it's Shabbat.
Oh yeah.
So there's all sorts of stuff coming up right now. It's just incredible. I do feel like you were probably working on something that is ceremonial, Debbie, if that makes any sense to you, in your dream. And I got when you're neither here nor there. And I think Kelly was talking about this too, being in the flow, and like you made it bigger than what it was supposed to be. So you were going to extend it, and then just being in the flow, like you're exactly where you need to be. I do like the idea of what you said also about, taking care of yourself and being gentle with yourself. So I do feel like that's something that I'm certainly into right now, because I think we all need it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Debbie. So thank you for that. That was lovely.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Next we have, let's see, and I think Debbie might be gone. And Jean, since Psychic Jean is here tonight. I had a dream where I was on a tour bus in a foreign country with a bunch of people, and I forgot my bag inside the building, hanging on the back of the door. Then I jumped off the bus and said, "I'll be right back." When I came back, the bus was still there, and I was standing outside of the bus, waiting for everybody to get ready to go, and the bus just pulled away without saying, "Okay. Everybody on." They just pulled away, and I was like running after them. I was like, wait a minute, I'm right here. So if I asked somebody, would they take me to the next stop that I could catch them, catch up with the bus? And the girl said, well, let me see. There's somebody here that can take you. And they're like, no, I'm sorry. It's after hours. Everybody's gone to bed. Everybody's off work. There are no working drivers right now. And I said, okay, where can I rent a car? I need to rent a car. I'll drive there. And they said, no, other car rentals are closed. And I said, well, I can't stay here forever. I may have missed something there, Jean.
Well, you see, it was okay that you couldn't get into the house with all the party supplies, because the party people that were coming weren't going to be there in time, Jean. And so Jean was invited Jean's invited to the party, and she can't make it till tomorrow.
Yeah.
Extending the celebration.
There you go. Kelly, do you have something?
Oh, was that everything?
I think so. Jean, did you have anything else with that? Did I get that wrong? Oh, and Annie Bear says different timelines, needs not being met. I do feel like it's a different timeline. I agree.
I do too.
Yeah, the timelines are mixed up.
That's what I wrote down too. I wrote down time. I think that there too, we sometimes have an idea of what the timeline should be, and it's really all in divine timing. But being left, I have those dreams too a lot, and I do think Annie's absolutely right. I think sometimes it's when our needs aren't being met, and those expectations that we have. I mean, we expect, if we're waiting for the bus, to be able to get on the bus, but it could be a correlation to what's going on in your life as far as the support, maybe needing some extra support and not getting it. I did pull a card, and I got surrender, and I think this is a good one, because sometimes being and it doesn't sound right, but sometimes being left behind is where we're supposed to be, and surrendering to those timelines, because everything is in divine timing. However, it's not comfortable when we're in a foreign country and we leave our bag, and it's like a person panics, but surrendering and knowing that that you are safe, that you are being taken care of. And then I pulled discontentment, which obviously you were feeling discontentment being left behind, because that is no fun. So Jean, I would, if, and I think I remember you telling me earlier today that this was a couple of weeks ago, if there's, I wouldn't be afraid to reach out to people and just say, you know what, if you need extra help, to ask for it.
Yeah. And she says, more of the same, no way out, no way home. Yeah, I feel like sometimes a large vehicle like that will represent, like a train or a bus, can represent a business or a corporation or a structure, even in your life, like something that you've been committed to, that you've really wanted to do, and now all of a sudden the bus is taking off without you, and you're watching it, and you want to get back to it. I'm really wondering if there's divine timing here for you to, like Annie was saying, to kind of look at it in a different way. There might be a change involved here, and it might have a lot to do. They're just telling me it might have a lot to do, Jean, with what's going on the planet right now, like a restructure almost of what you're offering. And then I get healing. So this could be you offering more healing sessions, and Jean offers so many sessions and classes on her channel, and letting go of something. So yeah.
Well, and that card, the I Dream a Genie bottle.
Yeah, love that.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
And I'm interested, what was in the bag that you left behind? The first thing that you left behind was the bag, right? Yeah. And so what was in there is part of your transformation. The things you no longer need, the things that don't serve your purpose, but you're hanging on to something. You went back to get that, and that is how everybody's pulled away without you. Sometimes it's harder to let go of all of that stuff completely, right? And so you need to be able to trust in your own forward movements. And like Kelly was saying, I got this card that says you do not have to go it alone. Reach out for support in this time. And so at this time, this is you needing support, because we all have these inner struggles. And I think you said something about that yourself.
Yeah, Annie Bird says, I wonder if it reflects her as a teacher. Yeah, offering different teachers. Genie in the bottle. Oh my God, you're right, Garnet. Yeah. Is that what you meant?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't get that. I'm feeling it is more personal, not business. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Yes. Definitely.
Yeah. Put it where it works for you, because that can be the structure of your family, the structure of your friend group, of relationships, 100%. But it's usually a bus or something like that, a big vehicle like that will be some sort of a structure in your life.
Yeah. Foundations are changing, transformation, right? What was in that bag? Yeah. Great interpretation, Diana. Thank you.
Oh, you're
All
welcome.
right. Next we have Brina. Hey, Brina. Okay. I had a dream. I was still working for an old place of employment part-time. Haven't we had this one before, Brina? Part-time. The offices were upgraded and redecorated, and I did not recognize anyone working there. I was not able to find any of my paperwork and had nothing to do. Then a coworker I knew came in and showed me where my work was to be found. She shared snacks with me instead of having a lunch hour so I could catch up. What does that mean? And thanks.
Again, something is lost, missing, being left behind. This seems to be a theme going on here for all of us.
Yeah.
Right? Every dream so far.
Yeah.
Just needs not being met, expectations and things that we need to have, we don't, they're being left behind, or we don't have access to them.
Yeah. And Brina says, I've been dreaming about the same office for 30 years.
Oh.
It was the worst place that you've ever worked, and I keep dreaming about it. It's really hard to let go of all the stuff that happens in a bad relationship, or if somebody's taken advantage of you. And it's this is it, right? We're at the very end of the year of the snake, so we're really letting go of all that stuff. I hate to beat that horn again, but I feel it. I was thinking about a relationship today that I felt was taking advantage of me. And I was just like, okay, what do I have to do to let this go? Can I say, I love you, so-and-so, or can I, ho'oponopono? But yeah, feeling stuck in a rabbit hole, Mary says. Yeah. And Vicky says that was a nightmare, Brina. Yeah. I feel like that they're showing you the desk and where you can find your work, and sharing snacks with you is like you've already ascended this. It's kind of like you have stepped up. If that makes any sense. Go ahead, you guys.
Kelly, go ahead.
I think that Teri's absolutely right, and I know we've been talking a lot about it, but the year of the snake, we're winding the bend, and so we're letting go of all of that crud that we've been holding on to. And you said you've had this dream for 30 years, and so I really think that you're letting go and of all of the crud that you endured in that 30 years in the office. And I got that this you're healing from this. And so, you're clearing that all out in your dreams. And then I got regret. So anything, that maybe is tied to that office, the regrets that maybe you have from that job, I get that you're letting all of that go and you're healing.
I first got the portal card.
Oh, I love that card.
Okay, right. And you go to this office, and where's all your work?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I have to, this was at the bottom of the deck, because I always look, and I shuffle the cards, right? So the fact that transformation is there again, this is going into something that we have to let go of, no matter how hard it is, and how hard it is to let go of the insults and the hurt. We have to. How did it make you feel? Did it make you feel unworthy when you went there and found no work for you? Like you're supposed to have this work, and like the guy in that show, The Office, he just keeps going farther away and farther away, and he keeps clinging to his stapler. This is my stapler. And he just mumbles, and he gets to the point people ignore him, but he's still there, right? Yeah. He's still going to the job, even though there's no job for him. So reframe this. You are worthy. You are worthy at stepping away from ill treatment and manifest something better for yourself.
Yeah. I pulled Ancestral Realm. So and it looks like that portal, doesn't it, again?
Yes.
Yeah, looks just like it. So she said, I was confused. Everything looked so much better and all the people were new. Yeah, I feel like you've cleared something from your lineage. And there may have been something of this that, sometimes when we're brought up, right? Like, and our parents kind of made do, a lot of them, because a lot of them were coming home from the war, or they were coming home from whatever. And so they made do, right? They got a job, they took care of the kids. It was kind of a routine, right? That's what they were supposed to do. And then we were a little bit dreamier, and then our kids and their kids are going to be so much more dreamy. So each one of us kind of clears that off and cleans it up. And that's again the Stargate heart. So another portal. It's like boom, 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 Rena.
Chills.
Yeah, you just keep on going, girl. So yeah. It's in the music, Diana. Let's see what she says. The ongoing office stream reminds me a bit of the series on Apple TV. I forgot the name of it. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that one. I know exactly which one you're talking about, where they just can't get out of there no matter what, and all they're doing is looking at pictures of themselves and stuff. God, I watched both seasons. It was outrageous. Binged it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Pamela. Hello, Pamela. Vision. During meditation, asking for my next steps, I saw a golden chalice with 2 golden serpents coming from the bottom to the top. Ooh, girl. Pamela, I love that. Who wants to go first on that one?
Well, I'm just letting the card speak for itself.
Oh, Rossi says the good place. Okay. Wow.
Oh, I heard that.
Love that.
I'm tongue-tied. There's not much to say about that. It's all right there. Just what you say.
Yeah.
Transformation again with that snake. And that's where we're at right now, right? The end of the snake year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Seriously, I'm me who never stops speaking.
I feel like you went up at that, Pamela. I feel like it's kind of a thing where you've gone up into another, the chalice is like divinity, right? And being able to take that to incorporate it into your body. And then the snakes could be the handles and the tools that you're using. And that could be Kundalini energy. That could be, Pamela, are you getting a new job? Is there something new coming into your life? Are you stepping into something new?
May I add one thing with that chalice? You're so right. And we are going into more awareness of the divine feminine in all of us in order to wake up the divine masculine. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful, Teri.
And wow, starting out with my kids, I think it's a work in progress for me. I foresee these cards. Seems amazing. Yeah. The Aurora Boreas. Yeah. Or Wheel of Fortune, he says. I love that.
I just looked up the number 2 in this book, and it says everything is fine and will continue to be so. Keep believing, especially since your feelings of hope lead to more positive outcomes. The angels can buoy you with faith if you ask for their help, and that is the key thing, is to asking. And I did pull a card, and it said to let go of the past. It's time to envision a new story.
And you know what she's saying? Exactly that. She goes, I'm planning to launch my app after my separation from my husband and starting off with my kids.
Awesome.
Yeah, so a lot is happening. Yeah, you're drinking from the cup, girl.
Yeah.
Keep alive. That's divine. That's nectar of the gods is what I like to call it.
Just to add to that, right? Because you're separating, we're going to talk about setting boundaries. I'm sorry. But that portal is about setting boundaries because this is your time. Cool.
Yeah. And the Ouroboros is often interpreted as a symbol for eternal cyclical renewal, a cycle of life, death, and rebirth. The snake skin sloughing symbolizes the transmigration of souls.
Yep, absolutely.
Dang, Rossi.
And it's the end.
I love that.
It's the beginning of the draconic reset.
Yeah.
The Lunar New Year.
Wow. Amazing. Okay. Next. Okay, Rossi. Things will work out in their divine timing. I just had that set up there for something that Rossi said to somebody, and I can't remember who, but I thought it was amazing. Divine timing. Okay, it's in the music, Diana. I've had dreams where I'm talking with someone in a dream, only to find out that they passed away. Usually not someone I know, but sometimes a family member. Is it common to have mediumship dreams? Why don't you say what happened to you last night, Diana?
Oh, right. My dear friend, since we were teenagers, her husband had gotten sick and then had dementia, and of course had gotten worse. And for the past couple of weeks, he was in hospice at home, and we knew this was coming. But last night I could not sleep. I could not sleep. I could not sleep. And I hear my Westminster chime clock go off, and it is ticking 5 a.m. And I'm starting to nod off, but I hear a beep from her text message, and it says, Mike died at 4:58 a.m. And just as that was coming through, when I was closing my eyes, the lucid vapor of his spirit passed through in front of my eyes and off to my left, over my left shoulder, which is the female side. The message is from my girlfriend about her husband passing and seeing his spirit.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, Diana. But there is something really incredible,
Yeah.
that just validates all of your gifts. And I too will have dreams, and it's typically family members. I will have a dream. I'll have a dream that they pass, and then it's usually a week to 2 weeks, and then they pass. And what I've done to other family members is I'll reach out to them and say, so and so is going to be passing away. If you want to see them, or talk to them, you better reach out because they are going to be exiting. And so it really is a gift. And I know it's kind of a double-edged sword because it's hard, but it really just validates your intuition, and being able to get messages like that through your dreams is incredible.
Well, and she had kept everybody posted as to what was going on, but she was in a speechless place, and I don't blame her. She was holding vigil for him, and because of that, sitting Shiva like that for such a long time, every day I tried to send her the message that said, I am with you, I love you, and we have this connection, definitely. And yes, thank you for seeing that and understanding that, Diana. It is in the music, isn't it? And it just, I have chills for all of this. And the nurse had even said it could be tonight. It could be tonight. And before that, I was getting hits that said, no, Saturday or Sunday. But then once my day settled down, I couldn't sleep. I knew something. I was keeping vigil.
Love that. Kelly, did you want to go any further or say anything else?
She's gifted. She's gifted and blessed with this intuition, and it really, I did pull 2 cards. I did get the sadness because it is sad when we do have dreams like that, and then I got to release any of the sadness, and just know that you truly are gifted.
I got patience, which is so similar, right? The picture on it. Just I do feel like it's just going to start pouring in. more and more, Diana, that you're going to be getting more and more of these dreams. And then I got receive. So yeah, I feel like, and it looks like the top blew off the mountain there, doesn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
Does.
so, but it's a bed. So, but it does look at the top of a mountain to me. Interesting. Anyway, yeah.
Scott, it's time to go on an adventure, and this is the beginning for you. Embrace it.
Yeah.
Ride your Pegasus. Here we go.
Yeah, she says, it's strange for me. I can recognize their faces and they talk in details to me about their lives. And I think that was interesting. I don't know who that is, but sure enough, news identifies them. Yeah.
Incredible.
You might want to look up Archangel Azrael.
Yeah.
He's the angel of mediums. They call him the angel of death sometimes, but really of mediums and psychics. And he does lots of great stuff, but he's a good one to call on. And you know, I fully believe that there are many, many angels that come and help carry us away, especially if there's a group thing going on. They come to help the situation and they come to help take people out. So it's there's never pain there. It's always like a beautiful thing, but they do want to talk to somebody a lot of times. And that used to happen to me all the time. They'd come to my apartment and talk to me. And I would just call in Patrick and Michael and Yeshua. So I would call in those three and they did the job. I don't know why I called in Archangel Patrick, but you know, St. Patrick, I did. So
He needed to be there.
Mary Starshine has too many tabs open in my brain tonight, giving me strange headache.
I love it, Mary.
We need a reboot. Oh, I love that. The handsome prince was the reaper for Snow White. Yeah. Yeah, Archangel Azrael. And he's good looking too.
Yes.
As they all are. They're all very
right. So many of us here,
Yeah.
Diana, you included, have one foot in each world. In these, we're in the aether all the time, and trying to stay in touch with the real world is where the trouble starts to come in. So many are waking up to this right now also, that I haven't encountered it before.
Yeah.
So know when you feel you're gifted, it's for real. Trust your gut.
Yeah. Enjoy it. I mean, it's fun. And then when you go to a funeral, you really get to have some great conversations.
Yes.
So
I love walking in graveyards. I do that a lot.
yeah, there you go.
Especially the really old ones.
Yeah. I just love what Mary said about having too many tabs open on the brain. I'm gonna like Photoshop that and put it in on my
yeah, right.
Yeah. Thank you, Diana.
I had a dream one time that my aunt passed away, and I had a dream that she passed away, and then she did pass away, and then it was like a day after she passed away. I had a dream I was at the funeral, and I was at, you know how you had the lunch and whatnot after the funeral. My dream was we were down in the church basement having the lunch, and the family was her aunt or her daughter, which was my cousin, and her daughter, which would have been my second cousin, and some other family were sitting around this table at the funeral. And this is in my dream, and I see what they're wearing, and and I'm giving my condolences, and and I'm just talking to them after the funeral. And I go to the funeral, a few days later, the exact same thing happened. They were at this round table in the exact same clothes. We were having the exact same conversation, and they're not real like, woo whatnot. But I said, you guys, I have something to tell you. I said, we've already done this. We did this. Like, I saw all this, a few nights ago in my dream. I said, you guys were all wearing this. We were having these conversations, and they were like, oh, wow.
Oh, were they cool about it?
Yeah, they were pretty cool about it.
Yeah.
I think
Well,
they just got weird.
This card's for everybody. It's okay to be misunderstood.
Yes. Right? Yeah.
Yeah. Love that. Okay. Next we have Garnet. The earliest dream I can remember recurring very young was falling down a hole tunnel upside down.
The tunnel is upside down, or you're upside down?
He was upside down.
I think he fell upside down.
It reminds me of Alice in Wonderland.
Mm-hmm.
Hoi, hoi, hoi.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, and he says, I think it could be that I was born at home 2 weeks early. Could it be a memory of being born? Yeah, it could be a memory of before you were born. It could be a memory. What I think it is probably is a memory of you coming into the planet to come into the body. I remember doing that. And it's not real common, but people do remember when they came into their bodies. When they, like I jumped off another planet and took a swan dive down into this planet, and everybody was like, "Oh my God, there she goes! There she goes! There she goes!"
How cool is that, Teri?
It was pretty fun. Yeah,
and that you can remember it.
Yeah.
Garnet, I think you nailed it. And I pulled 2 cards, and the first card I got was present. So you were making your presence into the world. So I mean, I think you were exactly right. You are remembering your birth, coming into this life. And then the other card I got was compassion. And that's you. You are full of compassion.
He is. He takes good care of everybody here. Plays music for us.
Yeah. Definitely, you have these gifts of this remembering, this transition of entering life outside of the womb. I agree. This is your root, right? The root was inside, and now you're outside, spreading your own wings. What's the saying? Give them roots and give them wings, when we talk about our children. So continue to keep that perspective on that. It certainly makes sense, especially since it was repeating, a dream repeating itself.
Whoa. I get you've been educated.
Oh,
Crystal Skull Wisdom.
oh,
That's amazing.
what deck is that?
This is you have this, don't you?
Kyle Gray.
Yeah, Kyle Gray. Thank you.
Oh no, I don't have that Kyle Gray deck.
No, but
Another Kyle Gray deck.
Yeah.
Looking for.
Yeah. Okay. You went, didn't you, Diana and Kelly? You guys both went? Okay. Next, we just have a few more here. Okay. Spider bite. I had a lucid, vivid dream last year where I noticed a very beautiful green gold colored reptilian looking at me through my toilet window. I was walking out of the toilet and looking back, and there it was. Oh, is there another part to that? Oh, yeah. And there, when I was writing my dreams down, I noticed on many occasions I would meet people I had met before. Am I missing a part of this spider bite? Let me try to go back up there, but
While you're looking, yes, Garnet definitely could have been a reincarnation as well.
yeah, 100%. Do you see her saying anything in the chat? Would you guys?
Let me look.
Yeah.
Spider bite, are you here?
I think she's here because she was.
Yeah. She says, "Did I know the reptilian?"
Oh, did you know the reptilian?
and all of us, I think, will agree to this, that our bathrooms are a portal, and it does feel to me like the reptilian is like one of your guides. It's been assigned to you to take, to look after you, to guide you, and whether or not you were supposed to see him, it's partially because of your gifts, and because your bathroom is a portal. I did pull portal, doors opening, you decide, rewards, wild card. And so I really feel that you can reach out to this reptilian and ask for guidance, and they'll definitely get it to you. But I use your bathroom as a tool, because I really feel like that you could get lots of messages and guidance in there.
Yeah, they really are amazing.
They are, right?
Oh, I love that. Right. What about you, Diana? You want to go next, or you want me to? Okay. So I love that you found them very attractive, and consequently, I feel like there's a relationship there. And the reptilians get a bad rap. There are some really great reptilians, and a lot of us have had lifetimes of reptilians, and reptilians gifted us the reptilian brain. So they've done a lot for mankind, but they got some different sides to them, don't they? But I think just that you found them so attractive, I feel like it's somebody that you have a past with, honey. So I get that they're manifesting, and there's that portal again, being able to come back and taking a look and making sure that everything's okay, and reframing. So you might be reframing the way that you look at some things, Spider Bride. Okay. She goes, I felt very loving as I remember my dream, when I remember my dream. Yeah, I feel like there's a love there. There's a relationship there, and something really enchanted. It's just kind of a very, like a romance novel, right? Something really amazing. Go ahead, Diane.
Well, you're right. Yes. And that explains why this card came out. It says higher love.
Oh, I love that card.
Now, I was getting a vision of what this reptilian looked like. Can't tell if it's feminine or masculine, but there's very defined features, and almost like cornrows on the top, like a crown, and beautiful. And then the next card was, it's time to celebrate. Cultivate an air of celebration, because you are recognizing this, right? That portal in the bathroom. And what I loved about it, time to celebrate, because now you will feel a better balance, accepting this, seeing these. Like, have you been asking yourself, how come others are seeing this stuff and I'm not? I mean, what are you questioning about your connection to extraterrestrials and our gifted friends in the aether up there?
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, she says, I'm not sure male or female, but very beautiful. And that was the same thing I got. I couldn't put my finger on if it was male or female either.
Yeah. Very, very chiseled features for a reptilian, right? Because they're usually alligator-like or whatever. But this was chiseled, like you could see the nose had a nose.
Like a romance novel.
Yeah, it's like a yeah. Like, what was his name?
Remember those romance novels we used to read at the beach?
Yep.
In the pool. Yeah.
And then take
Harlequin romance.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you guys, if you have, I got to plug this because I couldn't stop. I couldn't get enough of it. If you want to binge something romantic, swashbuckling, watch Sandaku. Sandakan, rather. It's on Netflix. Oh my God.
Sandakan. Okay.
Sandakan. It's a book that was written in mid 1800s, but oh, what they do with it in the movies.
Wow. Okay.
It's a gorgeous, like,
Cool. Okay. So we've got Rossi, and then we've got Hypnicity and Leah.
okay.
Okay. So Rossi says, I had a freaky experience for about a month. I would think of a celebrity and wonder how they were doing. A couple of days later, I would hear the news that they passed. Yeah. It's you guys are so connected, you know. Everybody here is just on their path.
Yeah.
It's amazing, Rossi. I love that. And
yeah, Rossi's quite gifted.
Yes.
yeah.
Rossi, yeah, it's just your gifts too are just increasing, and this, it really is amazing when this does happen. You know, there is some sadness to it too, but it just really shows how you are connected. And I pulled a card, I got reconnect, and so, you know, it was your way of reconnecting with them before, with their energy before they passed on, which is really a beautiful gift.
That's beautiful. Diana, you want to go?
Sure. Rossi, it is okay for you to have some ego about what your gifts are. Please, please lean into it. Ego is a good thing when it's used properly, exactly, because you have been gifted with sacred knowledge. You are in the all the time. You have this deep understanding of everything. Go for it.
Yeah. Beautiful, Rossi. Yeah. I also get that this is something that you're really interconnected with Inner Earth. And Inner Earth has, as well as the field of Akash, you know, the records are down there, but there's also the grandmothers are there. A lot of the ancestors are there. A lot of the Hathors, the Lemurians have cities there. And I get that you're going to start coming into more and more of this right now, Rossi. I feel like this is for the group, kind of a group read on that. And then you get the divine matrix, which what is the flower of life. So, and you know, life goes and it comes, and that's that circle of life, right? And it's a beautiful thing. Yeah. Okay.
She says, thank you. I suffer from imposter syndrome. Oh, Rossi, you are so amazing. I mean, never, ever, ever, ever. I mean, you're in the chat, you know, helping everybody out, and you're so gifted and so talented. And your intuition and the insight and messages that you get are incredible, girl.
The other card I pulled that I didn't show, intuition.
Oh, yeah. Right. Yeah. I just want to do a shout out for our friend Bora Bora. She goes, I have to go. There are food and supply shortages in my area from the recent winter storm. I feel like I'm in the Arctic tundra. Oh, honey, I'm so sorry.
Yes.
Bora, where is Bora Bora? I can't remember. Are they in the Midwest or like down around
20 inches of snow in Vermont?
Yeah.
I don't remember, but I do know that she has a birthday on February 22nd.
Wow, that's impressive.
I do remember. I do remember her birthday is coming up, and I'm almost positive it's February 22nd.
Yeah, lots of love to you, dear. Okay. Okay, hypnicity. Here we go. I dreamt my grandma passed the night before she passed. I barely knew her because we lived in different states. I think this is a comment on yeah. And I feel like there were a lot of people here that were commenting like this, and weren't able to recognize that, but
Right.
so
Well, and love opens doors.
Yeah.
Hypnosis open doors, and she loved you, and you loved her because you were little. You were a kid.
Yeah. I do feel like she followed you, honey. Your life, that bloodline.
Yeah.
Did
Right.
you want to say anything, Kelly?
And you're exactly right. Just because you didn't know her, there's that connection there. Like Teri just said, that bloodline, and so there's that connection where you don't sometimes even really need to know the person that well to be so connected, and that, I mean, that really shows how you were truly connected to be able to dream that.
Yeah, definitely. All right, Leah. I had a dream that I was responsible for a large salt lamp. I was in charge of putting it somewhere in a new place. Wow.
Cleansing.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
So a salt lamp not only cleanses, it also shines light on things. So I feel like, Leah, you're being asked to shine light, not just for others and for the planet, but also you're being asked to shine light on like situations, whether that's sending love or whether that's shedding light on it could be family, but I feel like it's more than that. I feel like this is part of your journey. So, you let us know how you feel about that, and if that sounds right to you. So, yeah.
I pulled two cards, Leah, and I pulled movement, and that's exactly what you did. You moved the salt lamp, but what I'm picking up is that it was a good thing, because sometimes it's just moving some things around that changes the energy in the place. And then I pulled manifest, and so salt lamps are so healing, and I really think that you can use those as a tool to manifest too. And so I think it's great, and it's just maybe a reminder that sometimes it's good that we change things around, even if it's just a lamp, and then to remember to manifest.
Yeah. Diana?
Well, Gloria had something to say. So she agrees. It's part of the ritual.
Ooh,
and look at the light shining behind her.
Yeah.
Yes.
So in that ritual, doesn't it clean the ionosphere?
Mhm.
Cleans out the ionization in the air.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
so this just all comes with it. That's a ritual. She is moved, right? Moving into a new job, moving into a new apartment, cleansing out the air around her, illuminating something new in her life coming her way. So you just start keeping a record, not that you don't already, but keep a record of what you are doing and how this is working out and manifesting for you. You are definitely worthy.
And I pulled the halls of learning. So just what you said, Diana. She's learning all these new things. And the heart of source.
Oh, wow.
There's your light, my girlfriend.
Yes. Look at that light.
Yeah, I love it. Well, thank you, everybody, so much for being here. It was a real joy.
It sure was.
So nice.
Spider Bite
Can't
says,
believe it's over with.
I know, right? Spider Bite says it's 108 degrees Fahrenheit today where she is.
Oof.
Must be New Zealand or something. Gosh, that's great. They're not great, but I hope you have air conditioning. So yeah, everybody have a restful night under the moon and the stars. Thank you, Sharon Foster.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, thanks so much, everybody that was here tonight. We sure appreciate y'all being here. And extra prayers going out for Sir Peter and Aley. anybody else that needs it tonight, really.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, you're in Australia. Yeah. I kind of figured either New Zealand or Australia. So, well, everybody have a great, great night, and we shall see you next week.
Yes. Sweet
Thank you,
dreams.
everybody. Thank you. Sweet dreams.